Hello everyone. Well, to make your sunny day even more sunny, here's a video from The Sun about people who are about to be dumped from the Love Island villa.
I know who you lot have kicked out the villa, and I've got some clues for you. So, this comes after the public vote which was conducted yesterday for your favourite boy and your favourite girl, and it had consequences. A boy and a girl have now left the villa. Here is your clues. So, the girl, she's an OG, she's been at the centre of plenty of drama this series, and she's going to be missed by everybody. The lad, he could be considered a cheat for his antics in the villa. But I think that's lots of people, right? So ITV don't want me to tell you, so I've promised I won't, but could be anyone, right? Connor, Megan, Harry, Helena, REMELL, Shakira. Lots of people have been doing naughty snogs behind their partners' backs, and lots of people have been causing drama. So who do you think is going?
So as you saw in that video, we have these revelations that have come to light, basically saying an OG girl and a cheat boy have been kicked out of the villa. And people are wondering, guessing who they could be. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at some people's guesses under this post on X for all things Love Island and see what you think about these guesses. Do you agree with them? I think they might be in the right ballpark. What do you reckon? I'm thinking Irish Meg and REMELL, says one person. I think it might actually be Meg, non-Irish, and Harry. REMELL and who? I can't see them dumping Irish Meg this early. She's a main storyline in the villa and is pursuing things with Connor, so I'm putting my money on Helena. Bye-bye Megan and Ben or REMELL. Rimmel London and Helena, please. Better be Meg or REMELL. So it's REMELL and not Ben? Damn. Harry should not leave, please. I hope it's not Harry, to be honest. God, please let it be Meg. Dijon and Meg. I think REMELL and Megan. Irish Meg and Rimmel London. REMELL, dumbass. Irish Meg. Maybe if you hadn't been a bitter, sneaky and gaslighting babe, then it wouldn't have led to this. So we've got an OG girl and a cheat boy. Now the thing is, the Sun doesn't actually say whether the cheat boy is OG or not. So they've just put cheat in there, obviously to throw us off slightly. What are your thoughts? Irish Meg, really? Do you think really people would vote Irish Meg out? Thing is, I know Irish Meg has behaved really badly this week. But think of this week without her and how flat the programme would have been. And then you start to think, yeah, she's been bad, but if you want Love Island to continue going at this speed, you need her there. The other person could potentially be Connor. So it could be both of them going out, because Connor has cheated, hasn't he? If you see it that way, he was in a couple with Emily, then he pursued Meg, and that could be possible. It could, of course, be Harry. He has kind of cheated, hasn't he? In all the women he's been involved with, I've kind of lost count. It could definitely be REMELL. He was in a couple with Alima. He did cheat on her. Could be REMELL. I mean, he didn't come across great last night, did he? It can't be Ben, I don't think. The thing is, it could be the cheat could go back from all the way, back to episode 2, for all we know, episode 3. So we're not entirely sure. The OG girl, I think, definitely could be Irish Meg. Or it could be Helena. Because Helena's quite vulnerable and probably one that people aren't perhaps too concerned about losing right now, unless they really care about the Harry and Helena connection. So what do you reckon? Who are you hoping will go? Me personally, I wouldn't mind if REMELL went. I don't really think he's I don't see where he can go next. And also some of the things, people have said under some of my videos, what Shay said about Alima's true, she is hard work. And I'm like, well, whether you think she's hard work or not, I do think last night he said a few things, I'm like, really? So I know Alima didn't really let REMELL have his say, but what is there for REMELL to say that could possibly redeem him? Is he honestly supposed to say, I kissed Poppy several times, I kissed her in bed, snuggled her in bed, told her I would like to couple up with her, and then backtracked and came back to you? How can he ever make that sound like it's plausible for a reason to get back with her? Why would she take him back after hearing that? Even letting him have his side of the story told, I still think would have led to the same confrontational row anyway. So I think REMELL wouldn't surprise me at all. Connor, yes, I'd be a bit surprised, but again, Connor, listen, Connor cannot commit. Connor is like every single thing he does. I've noticed every single conversation he has with one of those girls. He always tries to turn the blame onto them. Have you noticed? I was waiting for you to say that. I was hoping you'd say that. I was hoping you'd bring that up. So that he can turn it around and make it sound like they encouraged him to do what he did. And he'll do the same with Irish Meg when things start to go wrong. You wait and see. So again, thoughts below, please, everyone. Let's see if we can guess who it is. I don't actually want to know who it is. I want to find out in the show. But let's have a guessing game. Let's have some fun. You know, we've got nothing to do. It's Friday. Don't pretend you're working. Just put some comments on this video. Catch you later for first look. Bye.